Well, I've been home for 3 weeks. It's been a while since I made a video. Welcome to my junky garage as I tried to unload from the van trip. I did have a final wildlife tally, but yeah, there was a story behind this trip that I did not share at the time because I didn't want to worry my friends and family. But I'm healed enough where I can tell the story. First of all, I unloaded most of my junk to try and reevaluate. Can't see it too well because it's buried there, but that's one of them IKEA little sink things I had in the van. I wasn't too thrilled with it because down below that shelf really hampered what I could put under it. So out it went, and I put a Costco 6-foot table in there, which I will show you. There's my second full-size spare tire that I did not need on the trip. Thank God for that. That was one of my biggest fears, was to get a flat tire. I really did like that cargo carrier. I don't know what the hell you call it. But I have not gone and got my van detailed, which it definitely needs from that trip. But of course, after every trip, you got to reevaluate and redo the whole setup. But I got that 6-foot table there. I'm going with plastic drawers because bins bending over and digging through them was driving me nuts. I got to find a way to mount that refrigerator on that table so it doesn't fly off. And I'm in the process of setting up a little shelf for the all-important TV. But let me show you something here. See that? Those are called metal steps. And one thing you don't want to do is jump for joy when you arrive at the Arctic Circle, because I fell backwards, landed my ass, boom, boom, fell on the ground on my side in pain. I knew immediately I hurt myself, but such is life. I laid there on the ground just looking at the ocean thinking, I made it all the way here just to injure myself hundreds and hundreds of miles from any sort of help. And then this Japanese family that was up there camping next to me, they didn't speak English, but they came running over to help me up. And I was just like, oh, I just want to lay here and just absorb the pain for a minute. But they didn't understand, and they insisted on helping me, and I didn't want to be rude and tell them to back off. So I let them help me up. And I spent the next 2 days that I stayed there pretty much laying down on the van. I did get up and walk around a few times because hell, I drove over 2,000 miles to get there. Wasn't going to let excruciating pain stop me. But okay, then fast forward to I finally got home. I think the total from the circle, not the circle, because I went further north than that, from the ocean to my house was about 2,500 miles I drove. And I got home on a Sunday, rested the entire day Monday, went to the doctor Tuesday, got x-rays. Lo and behold, I broke my ass, literally. I fractured my coccyx? I don't know how you say it. My tailbone. I fractured it, which is why sitting on and on that bumpy road, it was about 650 miles before I hit pavement again. and the road was filled with nothing but potholes. So I literally cried tears for 650 miles until I got back on pavement, and then I just winced the rest of the 1,600 miles home. Because I'm telling you, if you ever broke your tailbone, it fucking hurts. It hurts bad. And then went to the doctor. They told me it was broke. Couldn't believe I drove that far. Gave me a whole whopping 10 pain pills. I felt like a druggie because I wanted so many more. I was in so much pain. But, you know, they think everybody's going to end up being a freaking addict if they give you more. So that is that so far.